The 53 Sutras of Siddhartha Gautama Buddha are phrases, essential statements, that carry implicit or explicit a truth that must be revealed to through reflection. These are not phrases to remember, they are ideas and concepts to develop and internalize, and adapt to daily behavior. In their time, they were a tool to transmit the truths that the enlightened ones wanted to leave their followers or descendants. At that time, neither the press nor books existed, and therefore, any culture transfer depended on oral transmission. This required that the statements, the sutras, be short, concise and, above all, generic. Gautama Buddha left 53 sutras in his work Dhammapada, the which together constitute his entire doctrine. Each sutra should be read and thought about carefully. Almost all are enigmatic, the truths contained are not on display, but must be revealed through your deep understanding. Now you who are listening to me have an idea of what are the sutras that Gautama Buddha left. Let's listen to them one by one and reflect. It is important to subscribe to the channel to consult these words whenever you need to reflect and remember this masterpiece that Gautama Buddha left us. Sutra 1, he observes, it has clarity. The fool sleeps as if he were already dead, but the master is awake and lives forever. He observes and has clarity. Everything is in our sight or within our heart. All we need is to learn to observe. As you observe, clarity arises because you become more delicate, more concentrated, more focused. Be wise and observe, don't talk, just observe and learn. Sutra 2, fast as a horse race. Attentive among the carefree, desperate while others sleep, fast as a horse race, leave their competitors behind. An enlightenment lives reality as it is in its essence, they dream too much. Although he sleeps, he is desperate, alert, attentive. The flame is eternal within, as you walk along the path, you will see that it will transform you into flesh. This precept will point you to reality as it is and not to what it seems. It will become a greater goal, for you and those around you. And you will benefit from this transformation in your daily life. Sutra 3, wrong thoughts. Just as the archer carves and straightens his arrows, so the teacher directs his rebellious thoughts. Who rules your life, you or your dreams? Dreams are desires expressed in human language but do not exist in reality. If you don't control yourself, if you don't control your thoughts, who do you intend to dominate then? You must learn to dream so you can chart the future and live your life, but never forget that dreams are dreams. Nothing more, it is the present reality that conditions us and that we live. Sutra 4, only love dispels hatred. In this world, hate never dispelled hate. Just the love dispels hate. This is the law, ancestral and inexhaustible. Light dispels darkness, and darkness is hate. As gain the light? Through meditation. Let your mind on white, detach yourself from the results that generate hate. Earn silence, then light will enter you and hatred will be indifferent to you. We are very used to hating in our lives, and this reflects only our dissatisfaction with having signed a contract that after years we recognized as harmful, the contract of the ego, conditioning, submission and the norms of others. Let's empty our minds, let's look for the origin of our hatred, and we will find peace. The big surprise will be discovering that we don't hate others, but ourselves. Sutra 5, how can you fight? You too will move on to a better life. Why fight? Life is too short to spend it pointlessly fighting. It is better to use your time and energy to meditate or to gain happiness. Transform yourself into light by entering the silence of the mind. In death we all level, why fight then? What do we gain by wasting our energy like this? Sutra 6, beyond judgments. A mind beyond judgment observes and understands. Do not enter into considerations about what is good and what is wrong, because if you analyze it you will be divided. Will become a hypocrite. Choose an attitude of conscious attention, just look at the two options, but don't choose. Just watch. Sutra 7, certainly foolish. The fool he admits to being is very wise. The fool who believes he is wise, he is undoubtedly a fool. The fool is only interested in one thing, his ego. Unless you have something that you can take with you beyond death, you have absolutely nothing, your hands are empty. Sutra 8, neither praise nor blame. The wind cannot shake a mountain. Neither praise nor blame moves the wise man. Being wise is not having knowledge. Be wise, it means doing something with your conscience. Wisdom is experience, not belief. It is an experience of existence, not a reference. Belief is a projection of the trickster mind, it gives the feeling of knowing, without knowing. Sutra 9, intact and detached. Happiness or sadness, whatever happens to you, follow your intact, detached path. See life as if it were happening to someone else person. The sage dies and continues to observe his body dead. If you can do this, you have gone beyond death. Sutra 10, in an empty forest. Even though he is in an empty forest he finds pleasure because he doesn't want anything. He must seek freedom, that state of consciousness free from all desire, not chained to any desire, without falling prey to greed. You must reach the state of positive, free, spacious and unlimited void. If you reach it, you will like it. Emptying your mind is equivalent to emptying a bedroom. The more furniture you take out, the more spacious it will seem. Sutra 11, empty words. Better than 1,000 empty words is a word that contributes for peace. You must fight your mind, you are more interested in knowledge than in wisdom. Love and beauty don't need information, they need observation and awareness. Sutra 12, conquer yourself. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. This way, victory will be yours. Neither angels nor demons, neither heaven nor hell, they can take it away from you. Alexander the Great asked to be carried in his coffin with the hands hanging for all to see. It's because he wanted everyone saw that he left as he arrived, with his hands empty. Sutra 13, swift to do good. Be diligent in doing good. If you are slow, the mind, delighting in its evil, will catch you. The mind is afraid of doing good, because good can only be done in a state of egolessness. Good is a consequence of the state of no mind. Sutra 14, everyone loves life. All beings tremble in the face of violence. Everyone fears death. Everyone loves life. Violence is not natural, therefore there is no need to practice this. Death is part of the unknown, because this is feared. Life is loved, so glorify it. Sutra 15, burn and be swift. Like a noble horse, ride fast on the whip, burn and be swift. Be like a noble horse, awake, attentive, observant. The flame of truth is within you, seek it and find it, just as the noble horse finds the way. Sutra 16, the ignorant man. The ignorant man is an ox. He grows in size, not in wisdom. Knowledge is something borrowed from others, wisdom develops within you. Wisdom is internal, knowledge external. Sutra 17, straighten up. To straighten the crooked thing you must first do something more difficult, straighten up. It's very difficult to see your own flaws because you never look at yourself. He is constantly on the outside looking in at others. Sutra 18, you are the origin. The evil is yours, the sadness is yours. But virtue and purity are also yours. You are the origin of all purity and all impurity. If it is a flower to you, its fragrance will have to be released, she will reach others. If you are a thorn, how can it be a flower for others? Sutra 19, Outside the Law. Don't live in the distraction and false dreams of the world of the law. Live in the world, but not through the mind. Do not allow that the past or the future come between you and reality. Sutra 20, The Simple Teaching. Govern yourself according to the law. This is the simple teaching of those who are awakened. The river is already flowing toward the ocean, just let yourself flow with it. You don't need to swim either, let yourself float and you will reach the ocean. Sutra 21, Joyfully. He who wishes to awaken fulfills his desires with joy. In Buddha's terminology, desire is mind. If you wake up through meditation finding yourself, you will be able to live the present, the here and now, to the fullest, escaping the non-existent future. The future is a trap of the mind. Think about the future makes us escape reality. Sutra 22, Among the Worried. Live with joy, in peace, even among those who worry. You can't change the world, so don't try do this. Live your own life, not that of others, worry about your true wealth, that of the spirit. Sutra 23, Freedom. Free yourself from attachments. If you don't hold on to anything, how can you be unhappy? Don't get attached to things or people because they change, and often take different directions than expected. Deliver love for the same love, for those who benefit you, not for reward that this delivery could bring. Don't get attached to anything, nor become a vagabond, simply live your own life. Sutra 24, Overcoming. With kindness overcome anger. With generosity surpass evil. With the truth, overcome disappointment. Turn the negative into positive. Society prepares you for the negative, represses you, pushes you along the paths of repression. An intelligent person is of no use to society, because what it needs are obedient people, not intelligent people. Live your life intelligently. Sutra 25, Beyond Sorrow. Wise men do no harm to anyone, they are masters of their bodies and they lead the country without limits, they go beyond punishment. A wise person is not someone who knows a lot, but someone who understands a lot. Know is the educated one, but the conscious one. Become wise. When you live your life, use wisdom and not erudition. Let it be the heart guiding you, not the mind. Sutra 26, The Yellow Leaf. You are like the yellow leaf. The messengers of death are near. You are going on a long trip. What will you take with you? In Buddha's terminology, the yellow leaf represents death. The only important things in life are birth and death. The first one has already passed, so why think about it? Death is coming, at any moment. Don't warn. What did you do between these two events? Have you wasted your time riding on your ego and falling into the traps of your mind? Have you prepared for the most important event of your life, the only one that is yours, the only one who will interpret it as it is? Sutra 27, Travel Alone. He does not welcome those who have homes or strays. Wanting nothing, he travels alone. Life is insecure by its very nature, so it's simple logic. Whoever wants to be alive has to live in insecurity. The greater your insecurity, the greater your vitality, the greater the fallacy that we know as security, the lower your vitality will be, and to live with insecurity and master it you have to live in solitude. You have to learn to live with yourself. Sutra 28, Do your work, live in love. Do your job. Put an end to your regrets. The universe created you to be a creator. It gave you the task of being and doing better and better. This is your job, and it is up to you to choose it. You will paint, you will build houses and bridges, you will lead legions, you will have to choose what you are. But nothing can be achieved if this choice is not made in a climate of love, of denial of the ego. You must do your work in solitude, surrounded by the beauty of silence, without regrets or suffering. Sutra 29, it is not in heaven. The path is not in heaven. The path is in the heart. Don't look outside of yourself. Do not follow those who claim to be the path. Follow your own conscience, seek your own self and be yourself. Everything comes and goes, everything arrives and everything passes. Life is an ever-changing flow, consciousness is what it is, unique, immobile, eternal. Seek your own conscience and will gain freedom. Everything is within you. Sutra 30, awake forever. Everything appears and disappears. But whoever wakes up does so to always. You have two ways to live, falling or growing. Falling is easy because gravity, society, the crowd helps those who condition it. To fall, just let yourself be directed, be obedient. But growing up is difficult. To grow you have to disobey, you have to overcome your ego, defeat yourself, evolve. You have to be a loner, an individualist. The human being is the only one who has developed a conscience. We all have it, but few seek and find it. If you follow the path and manage to know yourself and live your own life, you will live forever. Sutra 31, the path of law. If you determine your course by force or in a hurry, you will miss the point path of the law. Strength or haste are marked by the ego. Always want get away with it, wants to dominate, and in doing so, he dominates us years. If we let ourselves be carried away by the ego, we will not be able to live in a relaxed way, we will not be able to live existentially. The ego suffocates our ability to feel, till we must be aware, and if we accept this and do not fight against it, we will not be able to experience the beauty that existence has prepared for us. We will not be able to enjoy beauty, love, or any blessings in our life. Sutra 32, no rush. Calmly consider what is right and what is wrong, accepting all opinions equally, unhurriedly, wisely, observe the law. Don't think, don't judge, observe the future of your life and what affects it. Be a witness, even if you are a participant. Don't take cause or party. Life is what it is and you must accept it. Fighting against what makes you uncomfortable would mean that the ego is triumphing, and if you let yourself get carried away, you will lose awareness of its existence. Sutra 33, loving and fearless. Remain silent, loving and fearless. Silence is the food of solitude and it is what should eat. Loneliness is your companion, rejoice in it. No, be afraid, because fear comes from the ego and originates in a wrong interpretation of death. You must be alone and live your life silent, life full of love. To the extent that love is complete, you will lose fear because you will nullify the ego. Sutra 34, silence. Silence cannot turn a fool into a master. Although you must remain silent, it is not silence that will give you wisdom, but awareness. Silence will only allow you to observe better, to be a better witness. But this will not give you knowledge. Only the advent into higher levels of consciousness will make a master and enrich your life. Sutra 35, it is good to be free. Look within, how you rise and fall. What happiness! How good it is to be free. Freedom comes through meditation. When meditating you descend to the depths of yourself, and from there you return with a higher level of consciousness. By meditating you become free. The more you meditate, the more your life will be pleasant and you will enjoy your freedom more. Sutra 36, the shining path. Everything appears and disappears. Once you understand this, you will be above the penalty. It's the path to shine. Everything is change. Life is change. Everything arises, develops and disappears. Everything has its way of being. So don't be upset or worried because what's happening now or tomorrow will make you happy, and what gives you happiness today will be your source of sadness tomorrow. Live as a spectator, not a participant. Sutra 37, the Path of Luminosity. Existence is sadness. Understand it and go beyond affliction. This is the path of luminosity. By existing you want to have. Attachment arises from the simple fact that exist. And attachment brings sadness because it is temporary. Take the things, people, live the circumstances, but not stick to them. Just enjoy them. Just live. Sutra 38, Words. Control your words. The mind is full of words, most of the time unnecessary. Get used to thinking what is necessary and speaking the minimum. Be specific. Be telegraphic. Say whatever is necessary, whatever makes sense. Always remember that the words they have power and that power can turn against you. Sutra 39, Thoughts. Control your thoughts. The thoughts are in your mind and they are chaos. They go and they come without any meaning. Invent things or interpret them and your thoughts fly alone. Your thoughts are yours. Jailers think only when you want to do it. Learn to turn it on and off. Meditation, it consists of learning to disconnect and leave your mind alone, empty, without thoughts. Sutra 40, Dazed and Distracted. Death surprises the man who, dazed and distracted by the world, only cares about its flock and its children. The death catches you like a flood that destroys a village sleeping. We live surrounded by small things, small achievements fueled by ego. We generally don't live, we breathe. We must live alert and concerned about what important. We must know what our being wants and go there. If not, when death comes and let us look back, we will see nothing. We did nothing in this life, and everything that made us proud, we cannot to load. Living didn't do anything. Sutra 41, Bound Forever. If you are happy at the expense of someone else's happiness, you are doomed to always. Happiness at the expense of others is not happiness, it is possession. All what you have here is at someone else's expense and is therefore a contaminated possession. To be happy you need to know how to enjoy it, and true pleasure occurs in freedom and insecurity, in yourself, not someone else's. Let go, think and live alone in the action, not the result. Sutra 42, Long is the path. And how long is the traveler's path, wandering through so many lives? Let it rest, don't let it suffer, no, let yourself fall into suffering. Live so many lives and all at the same time, safely you must be tired. If living alone is tiring, imagine how it will be tiring to live other people's lives. Rest, happiness is born with a rested heart. Sutra 43, Sit down. Rest. Work. Zazen means sitting, doing nothing. Let these 3 words sink into your heart and let him move on. You are after a paradise, that you will find yourself sitting back, relaxing and working on your own self. Sutra 44, Dust on the road. Do what you have to do with determination, with all your heart. The traveler who doubts only raises dust on the way. There is only one way to move forward, with your heart. With the mind cannot be made because there are too many, and it is too burden. Moving forward is without doubt, and doubt lives in the mind, not in the heart. Doubt keeps you fragmented, just the heart unites you. Sutra 45, be still. If you can't calm down, what can you learn? As will become free? Face your life and your reality alone, and do it in peace with yourself and with others, with your past. You must seek and achieve peace if you want to walk. The fact that intend to advance along rocky paths, over precipices, and makes you restless, he falls apart. He loses everything. If you don't have peace, how do you expect to be free? Sutra 46, the true path. See what it is. Notice what is not. You follow the path true. Follow the path of interpretations and sayings is walking on a false path, which takes him where the others want you to get there, not where you want to go. To follow the right path you must identify reality as it is, not the one that appears behind the glass. Reality is what it is, not what it seems. This is the way. Sutra 47, living long. It's sweet to live hard and own yourself. Would you climb Everest in a helicopter? It would be easier, but not more pleasurable. Life should be lived, not seen. And that just they make those who live their own lives, not other people's lives. Sutra 48, wisdom is sweet. Wisdom is sweet and so is freedom. Don't waste your time on unnecessary things. Think about what it is essential, intrinsic, and do not worry about the accidental. Do you gain anything by spending your time wondering whether or not God exists? Hell? Dear? Thinking about it only takes away your freedom, it leads to faith and gives you nothing in return. Be free and think in what is truly necessary. Sutra 49, be free. Be a master in everything you do, what you say, what you think, be free. If you do, say or think what someone else does, what is the point then? Did you come to this world to be a slave? A simple repeater? This is why parrots were invented. You are unique and special, but if you just repeat, where is that uniqueness? What's special about that? Sutra 50, abandon your sorrows. O slave of desire, float with the current. Little spider, glue it to your fabric. Or else, abandon your regrets along the way. You can abandon everything, wealth, family, loves, but not you can let go of your regrets, your sadness. You already have them inside you, they are part of you. In the end, you are your sorrows. Do you like to suffer? Did you come here to suffer or to be happy? Just as you hold on to your sorrows, why don't you hold on to your happiness? Sutra 51, not to disturb your peace. So as not to disturb your peace, do not reject what they give you, nor stretches out his hand to receive what they give to others. You think the world owes you something, but it owes you nothing. All what he did for himself, not for others. Do you think he killed for his children, for his country, for his God, but in reality, he did this because of his ego and his ignorance. Nobody didn't ask for anything. Understand this and be sure to receive applause or thanks will disturb you. Everything is simply in the normality of life. Sutra 52, observe. Calm your mind. Reflect. Watch. Read these sutras and reflect. 1,000 flowers will open on your path: freedom, joy, truth, wisdom, innocence, purity. You will see that spring will be you. Look at your life from the outside, as an observer, not as a protagonist. Be still and be a witness. Just witness, just a conscious witness that everything else will come to you from the universe. Sutra 53, Samasati, discovering the Buddha. Everything that is meaningful is contained in a single word, Samasati. Buddha is not a god, nor does he claim to be his son. He's just a man who walked a path and left us the plan so we could take a walk. There was not a single Buddha, there was thousands, many of them unknown to the world. Whoever has awakened deserves to be called Buddha. Whoever discovered his own life and followed it, renounced being an obedient person, who cancelled his ego, chosen to be a Buddha. But no one chose him, he chose himself. This is Samasati, you choose, walk and arrive.
Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.